God damn it. There we go. There we go. Fix the audio. I always forget that mic button. I should so stupid. Happy anniversary, Risa and Bezat. Greetings from the DMV. Well, thank you very much, everybody, and thanks for putting up with that little technical difficulty. I don't know why I know I always forget to press the audio button, and then I
was looking at it, but it wasn't like. Yeah. I don't know what it means.
It's okay.
These lights.
It's okay. Anyways, we got it. Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us on another live stream here. Mm-hmm. Sunday morning for us, Friday evening for many of you. It's our
Saturday evening.
Saturday evening for many of you, Sunday morning for us. I don't know what time we're in, but we are live. I am Bezad.
I am Risa.
And welcome to the live stream again, everybody. Boku Jan, what's the secret behind a successful marriage? Be with someone exactly like you.
Am I exactly like you?
You're pretty close.
Okay.
As close as possible. Yeah, I think that's the key.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know. Try to enjoy life.
Enjoy life. Yeah. Don't sweat the
stress.
Don't sweat the small stuff. And yeah, you got to be on the same wavelength. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think people get married to somebody who's not on their same wavelength.
You know, some people have that opposites attract kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't know about that. You gotta understand each other very well. I think that's the key. And we do the same job. Mm-hmm. We know exactly, not only, I have to say, like, sorry to start this denim live stream with marriage talk. Not sorry.
Denim marriage talk.
Denim marriage talk. Okay. Denim marriage talk. I don't know where I was going to start with this. I totally forgot now. Darn it. See, I have a bad memory. It's still early in the morning here in Japan. Anyhow, what was I going to say? Denim marriage.
We do the same job.
We do the same job.
I think that's all.
I don't know. I completely lost it. Sorry about that. I'm sure it'll come to me or not. Anyhow, jeez. Anyways, hi everyone. Hey Jameson, thanks for joining us on the live stream. Hello from Philly. Todd Hackett is in the house. Gary Rainey Jr. Hello from Spokane, Washington. Welcome everybody. Let me know where you guys are from. Put that in the chats below. BD, excuse me if I missed something. Shopping the sale. That's okay. Well, that's right. Good. BD is you know what? BD, I have to thank you because sometimes you really direct this conversation in the right way. Mm-hmm. Appreciate that.
He's really good. What's the word?
Director? Is that production director or something or other? Anyways, you've been. See, I'm forgetting all my words this morning.
Yeah, it's been
promoted.
Very
You've been
helpful.
promoted. Very promoted. But yeah, speaking of the sale. So we have a sale going on at Tate & Yoko at Naked Famous Denim NYC. We talked about it last week. And what's going on right now is our sales section has seen some further reductions and new items added to those sales sections. So everything that was 20% off, 40% off, and 60% off are now 30% off, 50% off, and 70% off. New additions to that sale group, some further reductions. So there's a lot of deals going on in that sales section. There's a whole bunch of jeans at $98, and pretty much everything else non-Naked and Famous denim is on sale for 15% off right now. So if you want to get some Anonymousism socks, some Munka pins, a lot of great stuff going on, upstate stock, knitwear. I know it's getting a little bit warm, but it's never too early to be prepared for the fall. The cold days are going to come back again. So save 15% off. Check out the sale. Sale ends. It goes on until Monday. So Monday is the last day for you to save, and then prices are back to normal on Tuesday. So if you're looking for something, now's a great time to check it out. All right, that's our little plug for our sales. Naked Famous Denim NYC. If there's something on sale that you can't find at Tate & Yoko, check out Naked Famous Denim NYC or vice versa. NYC doesn't have as much, sale inventory as Tate & Yoko, but you'd be surprised. Sometimes they have sizes that are unavailable on the other side. So be sure to check out both sites. Okay, got that out of the way. Thank you, BD, for the reminder. Okay. BD, my library brain forces me into this way. All right, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Johnny Crumhorn, do you have a sample of the Quebec Vulgar? Not yet, but we do have a sample to show you guys today. It's the new MIJ, so we're going to be showing you the new MIJ denim in jacket and jean form, so stay tuned. We're going to get to those previews in just a moment. Let's check out some more of the comments. Oshi Lopez, do you guys sell wallets or belts? We have both. Check out Tati and Yoko, nakedfamousdenimnyc.com. We have card holders.
Cases. Yeah, not wallets.
Not so much wallets. Se. Yeah, and quite a few belts. So check them out there. How big is Naked and Famous in Japan? 93 pounds, writes. I would say not big. Particularly big. We sell to a handful of stores here and there, but even then, it's not. We're not
a big selection.
Yeah,
but we do have like Japanese customers coming to Tati and Yoko. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, we sell more probably online through Tati and Yoko and Naked Famous Denim NYC to Japan than the current retailer assortment. So yeah, if you are looking for Naked Famous in Japan, not a lot of options here, unfortunately, but there are ways to get it through the internet. The magic of the internet, which is the way you're consuming this video right now, by the way. You guys didn't bad jokes. Okay. Media House Gang, I hope that was applause for my bad joke. Not sure. This is on a slight delay, so maybe that was preemptive. Right 75, hello from Birmingham, UK. Finally got here. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in on our Saturday evening live stream. Okay. There's something, I'm not sure. There's a couple of comments that are kind of being split up in a few different chats. I can't seem to figure that out. El Sanchez 1984, what's going on from Mississauga? Mississauga in the house. Oshi Lopez, go Raptors. Oh yeah, the Raptors, the Toronto Raptors.
Are they doing well?
They've made the NBA playoffs.
Oh,
yeah, they
great.
made the playoffs again. So let's see if we'll see how that goes. I don't know anything about the Raptors.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea who plays for them.
Anytime.
I remember Damon Stoudemire, Vince Carter. That's
Vince
it.
Carter's from
Vince Carter started on the Raptors. Yeah. Raptors playing the Sixers right now. Okay, so we're up in competition with the Raptors. I wonder what our ratings are compared to them. I think they're doing a little bit better. Chinos, are you planning to start making bags? I don't think so.
That would not be we have made tote bags in the past. Maybe we'll do something like that, but it's not gonna be our thing. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it's we're not gonna get into backpacks or not duffel bags or things like that. I don't think that's really our forte. Tote bags are fine because it's kind of easy to make, and everyone everyone needs them, but everyone probably got 1,000 of them by now.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna get into the bag world. That's not really our forte. Mm-hmm. Phil Thomas writes, I love your denim jackets. Any thoughts on making a stonewash denim jacket? We won't do a stonewash denim jacket. I mean, the most you'll get from us is a rinse wash jacket, but we won't do any chemical or commercial distress type of washing on our products. Mm-hmm. The weekly live stream streak continues. It's true.
Yeah.
I don't know how many weeks in a row we've been going, nonstop, but it's been a good streak. I have to say.
Yeah, because we didn't take time off for New Year's
or even Christmas. Yeah, we were here. We were streaming. Invis Ian's, any update on the black groovy guy? It's coming. It's in the production line. I just don't know when it'll be available, but it is planned. So hopefully before the summer, I'm gonna check on that in our next company meeting. I'll check in on what's going on there. Okay, Kentaro. Hey, Bezat and Risa. Hello, Bezat and Risa. Sweden. From Sweden, probably. What is the shirt that you're wearing? Looks beautiful. I'm wearing an older kimono shirt in this. Look at that fabric.
I think we called it cotton tweed.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember what it was called, but it is kind of like a
pretty sure
very, very beautiful material. Yeah, unfortunately a little bit older. You may have missed out on this one. And Risa's wearing our work shirt.
Yeah. So it's the green Oxford work shirt.
Yeah.
It's been washed 1,000 times probably.
And customized on the back.
Yeah.
You got to check that out. I hope you can see. You guys can see that?
I don't know.
Risa did a chain stitch embroidery on the back there. Check that out.
So I think it's my first big one.
Yeah, your first big project. Yeah. Chinos, when do you retire a pair of jeans? For me, usually when I outgrow them. I've yet to have a pair of jeans retired due to wear. I mean, I've repaired jeans, so that helps. But as far as like retirement, it's almost always through me getting older.
I think for me, mostly just for me, like wearing the new pair that I want to wear, and then it's just that one goes. I mean, it will come back in like rotation every now and then, but it's not gonna be
the main pair.
Yeah. And you forget about it.
Yeah,
sometimes.
The new pair definitely does change that up a bit. Like your older pair ends up being like you wear them every now and then.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, let me know what you guys. How is that? How does it affect you guys? When do you guys decide to retire a pair? Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about that. Would you put the cooler? I'm not sure what that. Would you put the cooler that had Dow last Can America into production? Oh, would you put that cooler? Okay, so the last Can America Day sale, we had a denim cooler that I think we were.
We just found them.
Yeah, we found a couple in the warehouse, and I think we were giving them away.
Yeah.
We actually had those. Those were in production a long time ago. So in the early days of Naked and Famous, every season we tried to make just one thing that was out there, weird, different, something strange. We made baseball gloves. That if you have to be a real OG Naked and Famous fan to know about those. So we made baseball gloves. We made the denim cooler. We actually made a duffel bag. At one point, Brandon tried to make denim boots, and there are samples of them, but they were not great boots. They were not nice, but they exist. Or they didn't go into production. We just made some samples. Yeah. And we made that denim cooler. Interesting story about that denim cooler was there was a bag manufacturer kind of near us, and we worked with them. I don't think they exist anymore. But so they made this cooler for us, and we were supposed to have the salvage ID on the front pocket, and they didn't know how to cut the fabric, and they cut off the salvage, and so there was no exposed salvage on that cooler bag, but it was actually made from salvage denim. So that's a little story about that. Anyways, how kind of screwed up. We sold them, I don't know, we probably made like 50 or 100 of them. It couldn't have been that many. And then I guess we found a couple of them hanging around the warehouse somewhere. And then we just decided to, I think they were prizes. We made the Naked and Famous Denim Fire King mugs. Speaking of which, we were in Osaka for our anniversary, and we came across a store that had some milk glass fire. Well, they were selling a lot of vintage Fire King, but they had we discovered, at least we hopefully it's we saw a brand that I never saw before, made in Japan, that makes this kind of glass. So we're gonna try and approach them to see if we can get some new Naked and Famous Denim mugs made.
Yeah.
So
because for some reason the Fire King, but the company who makes Fire King now in Japan, they don't
return our emails.
No, they don't want to work with us.
Yeah.
They have actually said no.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not really sure what the deal is. Anyway, they made for us before, but whatever.
I think we're saying that the production is limited, and they just don't. Who
knows?
make room for it.
Yeah, well, we're going to try this other company, and we will hopefully be able to get some milk glass, like jadeite mugs and like, regular milk glass mugs made with the Naked and Famous Denim logo again. So
yeah, those are good, like, little extra things.
Yeah, the little things, just like the knives and things like that. So, we started doing those little things again. We got skateboards coming back as well. So, just a little, doodads. Doodad. Naked and Famous Denim doodads. Invis Ian, Wes Anderson films all day. Yes, big Wes Anderson fans in this home here. Okay, Milad A. Hey there. I know you guys talked about this once on stream. I couldn't find it on the replays though. Could you maybe remind us again why there's no PayPal payment? Thank you and love your work. And then Shay Langley writes PayPal is a ripoff. That's basically the answer. PayPal, and we've had them on, we've had them off, we had them on, we had them off. They're just hard to work with, and I understand that there are people who have money in their PayPal accounts, they want to use it and so forth. But we found that it didn't bring us anything. They were very difficult to work with. Like getting our money from them was always a big problem. They would sometimes have tens of thousands of dollars, and they couldn't deposit it to our accounts for some reason, and it was impossible to get them to deal with our problems right away. And they tens of thousands of dollars sitting in their accounts of Tate and Yoko money, and we're like, you know what? Forget it. It's if you guys are just gonna hold on to our money like this, we're not gonna work with you guys. So. Fees that weren't particularly competitive. They didn't bring us. Anyways, I don't want to rip on them too much. I use them personally. Sometimes I've got a PayPal account. I'm sure everybody does. But just for our business, it just didn't work. So that's why they're not
I feel like a lot less places accept PayPal now.
Yeah, I think so too. It was. I don't know how their marriage with eBay worked, but I think I think they were a preferred. I remember getting PayPal when I was a kid because I wanted to buy stuff online,
right?
And I didn't have a credit card, so I got connected to my bank account and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and so that way,
that's how I started doing. Yeah.
Right. I think a lot of people started that way, but everyone had now your debit card has Visa. You know what I mean? So you could use your debit card. So I think it's just a lot less. Anyways, that's why it's not there. It's probably never going to come back. But if you're looking for payment options, we have Sezzle. So we have split payment option that works for. So if you go on, it depends on where you are in the world because it works by certain regions, certain parts of Europe, Canada, USA. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but Sezzle is this split payment option. So you can go on Tate and Yoko, you can go on Naked Famous Denim NYC. If you like an item, it'll automatically split the charge into 4 equal payments. And I don't think that there's with Sezzle. I'm pretty sure there's no interest. That's so
probably up to a certain.
No, there's no interest. I think that's why we went with Sezzle. My brain is a little confused because we were looking at a bunch of different companies at the time. Some of them had some small amount of interest. Sezzle didn't. I think it was pretty much honor system kind of. Anyways, whatever it was, check it out. There's the information's on the website there. But Richard Meza, no interest with Sezzle. Yeah, so it's easy for you as a customer. You just have to, you fill out the thing, you get approved, and if you pay within 6 weeks, I think. Okay. Anyways, for all the details, check out the website. It's got it all there. But it makes it easy for you to purchase. Or if you don't have all the cash right up front, you can, sometimes better than using your credit card and getting interest or whatever. So you've got Sezzle. You can split your payments. We obviously take every credit card. We even take cryptocurrency, so Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we take that as well. So we've got a pretty wide assortment of payment. Accepting of payments. I don't know what.
Anyway, I mean.
Yeah.
It's enough. It should be enough.
Should be enough. Yeah. Right. Okay, Right W5. I own a Denim NOS watch strap too small for me. Part of the joblet of watches that I bought. I have no idea what any of that means. I don't know what an NOS watch strap is or a joblet of watches. All right, someone's going to tell me, I'm sure. Okay. Andrew, right. Kinkon Kinabi.
結婚記念日おめでとうございます。
There we go.
ありがとうございます。
G'day from Melbourne. See, that's my Japanese skills. Risa's better at Japanese than I am.
Oh,
by the way.
a little bit.
Just
I have
little
a
bit.
few years more experience.
Yeah. Skylar Fawcett, Miyamoto Musashi exclusive denim pant, please. All right, some samurai styles. Yeah, that could be kind of cool at some point.
Yeah, and I wonder because it's a historical figure. There is no like.
There cannot be a license for that.
Yeah, there's no trademark or like anything like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, historical figures denim. What would that be? Genghis Khan denim, Napoleon denim. I don't know.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Chino's writes, who's Risa's style inspiration?
I don't know. Do I have one?
I don't know.
I don't. Style inspiration?
Style inspiration. Miley Cyrus?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't really have a, person to look to, really.
I really don't do that either.
Yeah. Sometimes when people tell me those things and it's like, that's cool that you have like somebody to look to, and like when you say like you don't know what to wear, like I wish I had that, but I just don't know. I don't know.
I'm very removed from pop culture and celebrity and like.
But even if it's not celebrity, like if there's like.
Yeah, for me it's like, it's not an individual. It might be a time frame, right? Like if I, like a movie is more inspirational style-wise to me than, say, like an individual, right? Like, yeah. Like I can look at a movie and like, man, like the outfits, the costumes in that film are amazing, and I really like that style, and then, like I might pull something from that, but I can't think of an individual who I'm like, that's that's my guy, that's the guy I look to. Yeah,
and I also never really shop like with like a style in mind.
Yeah, it's usually pieces.
Yeah, like, oh, I really like this, and how can I make this work with the rest of the stuff that I have in the closet? Like, that's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a good question. Junior writes, how was the Nintendo amusement park? I saw on your Instagram, IG. It's pretty amazing. We went to Universal Studios Japan here for our anniversary. And they opened an attraction called Super Nintendo World, and it really felt like you were in.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
the way that they did that, like coin spinning, and it's just these details made it really like we're in the game.
The piranha plants were like jumping at you, and like you walk through like Peach's cat, like I'm walking through Peach's Castle, Nintendo 64, Mario 64. You walk where you're there, and you're like, this is it's bizarre. Like I remember playing Mario 64 for the first time at this game. I'm gonna age myself, but like this game store I used to go to, they imported it in Nintendo 64 before it came out in North America, and they had it. And like the day they got it, we used to go there all the time because they had arcade machines, and we'd play there. And like the guys were like, yo, like look what we just got. And they had it so that people could rent it, or you could play. It was like $3, and you could play for like 15 minutes. And like me and like a couple of the other kids were like, "Yo, let's get $3." Like, and like I have this controller, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And like you're running around in a circle, and I'm like, my mind is being blown. Like this is incredible. I can't believe I'm running in a 3D space. And so, you see Peach's Castle in the game, and like. I was just thinking, like, when I was a kid, I would never imagine that I would see this, right? And like it was incredible.
You know what I was thinking was like the person, the guy who made Mario.
Yeah, Miyamoto.
Yeah, like it must have been amazing for him to be there. Like he must have been like so happy.
Yeah,
that was incredible. Exactly the way the game was. I mean, I didn't really play the 64, but like it's just to see your dream go from like like, in 1985 or whenever, when Mario came out, like, to think that, okay, I made this game, it's just a game, right? This is just a game. I worked for a toy company. I made a game. Who knows, and then to be like, we have an attraction at a theme park that is one of the biggest attractions here. Incredible. And it's like, you really felt like you were in the game, so. Yeah, the scene was great. The ride, the Mario Kart ride, it was, I don't know.
It was okay.
It was overwhelming. Yeah. I think they tried to make everything happen all in one, and I really couldn't. Maybe it's like a second time, third time, and maybe I would enjoy it more. Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. Hopefully when you guys are able to come to Japan, you can check it out in Osaka, Universal Studios Japan. Pretty exciting. We had a great time. It was my first time there.
Yeah, it was great. Other things were great.
Yeah.
Like Jurassic Park, right? It was insane.
Yeah, there's a Harry Potter attraction.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but it was kind of fun. Great time. Check out Universal Studios Japan. Not sponsored. Gotta love USJ. The Mario Kart event going through Bowser's Castle was so great. Dawson writes, it's
it was too much for me. I was like, what's happening?
Gary Rainey Jr., what an unforgettable anniversary, though. Pretty damn neat. Happy to spend time this Easter weekend with my favorite two denim nerds. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody for joining. You guys, like, I feel like, if we can't do a live stream, I'm just like, no. Like, we have to. There's people, I feel, it's not obligation, but there's another, I don't know.
It's like, it's like we see the same people. Yeah, it's like
I want to hang out. Yeah, it's like, this is like a family dinner, you got to get together, Okay. Tell me about that OD green jacket Risa is wearing. Is that a Naked and Famous Denim project? Andrew Wright writes.
It is. It is a Naked and Famous Denim shirt that we still sell. This is a core piece, so we continue to make them. I don't know if we have it in stock right now.
Yeah, it's the Cotton Oxford work shirt, so it's in stock right now.
Yeah. And then I did the
chain stitch customization. Yeah, we see it pretty good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Yeah. So I mean, you guys can do anything you want. Yeah. You can put on patches.
You can draw on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew Bradwell, can't wait for the American Super Nintendo World in LA next year. Looks amazing. Yeah.
Is it opening next year?
I think it's opening. Well, it opened up here like 2 years ago. Yeah, like right before, like as the pandemic started, I think Super Nintendo World opened. I have to say one thing, that the name is a little deceiving, just going back to that topic, because they call it Super Nintendo World, and it's mostly just Mario. In fact, it's all Mario.
All Mario. Yeah. We didn't see anything else.
Yeah, there's no Metroid, there's no, like, if you have a good eye, you'll see a Pikmin, but,
Pikmin,
but like, there's no other Nintendo properties there, really.
Right.
Yeah. Like, there was no Donkey Kong, like, it was Mario. That was Mario and Luigi, that world. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mario and Yoshi and things like that, yeah. Joel Timeless writes, why don't your trucker jackets come with a hanger loop? I don't know. Never thought to put one on, I guess. I don't know if they're entirely needed, but... yeah, we don't. Some people could use them,
things like that. But you can always put a loopity loop of your own, like at the seam.
Yeah, customization. Mm-hmm. Okay, Gary Rainey Jr. writes, Elephant XS was a really successful seller for you. I'm excited to see the benefits a little stretch offers of the Elephant Denim. Yes, I'm excited to see everyone's reaction to that. Mm-hmm. We did talk about it in the last stream about basically the Elephant 11 Grandrelle stretch not happening. So it was happening, it was not happening. There's a little bit of a problem with the development of the Grandrelle stretch yarn. So that's likely not going to happen, but we're shifting directions into an ecru version of that. So an elephant ecru denim, a natural seed heavyweight, like even more heavyweight than the one we've got out right now at the 16 ounce, the raw cotton slub. So that's where we're veering. So yeah, you can get the raw cotton slub now, 16 ounce heavyweight super slubby. The elephant 11 will probably, or the elephant ecru won't be as slubby. Yeah, the crazier, it'll be more of a like a flatter denim, like an elephant 2,
but heavier.
Yeah. Ready for that elephant and crew in potential stretch. What a dream. I don't think we'll have. Should we put stretch in that one? I don't know. We could.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, but then like the season's gonna switch.
I think maybe it'll be 100% cotton. Yeah. I think it'll be 100% cotton. Will the comfort cords fade? I just ordered a pair. They will fade. They are indigo dyed. So yeah, that's an indigo dyed corduroy with stretch. Like wearing heavy clouds. Yeah, absolutely. An elephant ecru is going to be intense. Okay. Few scored a rag wool beanie, rotten banana air freshener. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, rotten banana air freshener. I'm like, no, wait. We do have they call it rotten banana, but it's more like ripe banana. Like, it's not disgusting smelling. It's like...
No. I think they wanted to make it, like, gross
sounding, yeah. And a brown fox jacket. Thanks for the sale. And a good tax return. Well, there you go.
Nice. People are getting
tax return time. Yeah.
I'm good times.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we don't get it.
Yeah. Yin Yang denim at some point. That could be kind of... How would you do, like, a black and white selvage ID? Or, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do, like, we have the vulgar selvage. But I always want to do, like, a peace, love, and happiness denim. Yeah. And then I'm always like, F that, and let's just go hardcore and, F the world. But
the sad truth is that, like, bad things sell more than, like, happy.
It is... I made the joke twice in the vulgar denim videos, but yeah, it's so true. Like, every time we're designing, it's like smiley faces and happiness and peace signs, and like, I'm like, yep, I like it. Is anyone gonna buy that? Like, sorry. I don't know what it is about our crazy world, but
speaking of yin yang denim, like,
it could be
like, I'm not saying we'll repeat this, but we did that, like, black and indigo.
Yeah, power stretch. Yeah.
Power stretch.
Your mom was wearing it the other day.
Yeah, my mom loves it. It's like indigo in the front and then black in the back.
Yeah.
So, like, when you see it from front, you're just wearing indigo denim, but on the side, you can see the line in between, and it just...
Brandon also wore those a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, everywhere he went, compliments. Like, we would go...
It's a good denim. I think I had it, too.
Everywhere we went, compliments, and they're like, is that 2 colors? Like, everyone loved them, but like they were not a great seller, which was unfortunate because they were such a cool jean.
Yeah, we didn't have the good like push.
Yeah,
we should have.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid. Every now and then, Brandon's like, you know what we should bring back? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm afraid they're not gonna sell well. Anyways. Maybe I'm wrong.
It was still a good idea. Yeah.
It was a good idea.
It reminded me because it would have been idea.
But yeah, if we're gonna go yin yang, like, well, if we're gonna do the peace and happiness and love and all that stuff, I would put a yin yang in there and like peace sign, smiley face, and I don't know, something like that. It'll look like an old school raver flyer, like But yeah, bring on the peace and love. We need more of that. That's for sure. Okay. Mike Knight asks, do the comfort cords fade? They do, yes. Indigo dyed stretch corduroy comfort cords. Great option. I think they're $98 right now. Grab yourself a pair. Okay, good question. I can't pronounce that. Emery. How is archive vintage shopping in Tokyo? In my country, it's not a big deal. It's not a big thing, and the prices are usually not too far away from retail prices. Well, we actually did.
Speaking of which,
we did a great vintage haul in Osaka. I have to say that it's a little look. Vintage shopping in Japan, you can do it. It's hit and miss. Some prices are good, some prices are bad, some prices are. It depends what you want.
A lot of good vintage stores charge a lot because their curation is good and they know it, so they can charge more.
Yeah, and it's all A+ top tier product that they have, and they know it. Like, there's not a lot of. You're not gonna run into a lot of places where they don't know what they have. Yeah. So that said, if you do enough digging, like if you go to like a book off, like a book off, like mega book off, or like. There are places that are general like thrift stores.
Yeah.
Not on the level of Goodwill though. Like Goodwill, you go in there, you get something for $7.99.
Yeah, it's also not like non-profit or anything. It's fully like it's not based off of donation. People bring in clothes to sell,
and they'll give you 10 cents for it.
Yeah, you don't get much for it, and a lot of the times like they ask you like, we can't put a price on this. Do you still want us to take it? And a lot of times you say yes because
you just want to get rid of your stuff.
So. You know, donation in that way, but not like Goodwill.
Yeah, Junior writes, Book Off is great. Book Off is great.
Book Off is great, but Book Off is also professional, so you usually don't find anything great still. Like, you know, things that are like valuable is better priced than, you know, vintage shops, but...
It's hit and miss. Like, they sometimes have a vintage section.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you want, like, designer stuff... Like, you could get, like, a Comme des Garçons shirt probably for, like, $40 or $50. Depends on what it is. Sometimes it'll be more than that. But, like, you gotta look. They'll usually have, like, their higher-end stuff, like, sectioned off. And then, like, you know, Uniqlo and, you know, other things all together. So, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you find a great deal on a denim jacket. Sometimes it gets put in the wrong spot. You know, I bought a Rimowa bag there for, like, retail was like $1,200. It was brand new, like literally never used, still had the tags. Retail was like $1,200. We got it for like $300. So that was a good find. Okay, speaking of thrifting, Bezad, you should hang on to the Skajan on a cushioned hanger because the wire will cause damage. You're probably right. You're probably right.
I just not good at like preserving things like that.
I'll look into that. But speaking of our vintage, so we did a nice vintage haul in Osaka. We're collecting like vintage sweaters these days. I'm really into vintage sweatshirts. And let's start off with this first one here. For our good friend Carl, we found this awesome sweater, Morawski's Tavern in Gobbles, Michigan. You know, anyways, it's I think it was a made in USA. Anyways, Bassett Walker, whatever it is. It's fleece, you know, brushed on the inside. Just, you know, these old sweaters just got such a nice, you know, drape and feel to them. You know, they've been washed 100,000 times and they just look cool. And anyways, we saw this and we're like, okay, we know who this is for. So we bought a present for our good friend Carl, and I'm gonna send that off to him. But that was the first piece we got.
Great graphic.
Yeah, great graphic here.
Speaking of great graphic, we got this one too.
Yeah, check that out. Baffin Island Forest Firefighters. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, and it's obviously, you know, again, like the color's all faded and washed out really nicely. I like the tag a lot on this one.
Yeah.
Check that out. Right, really fun. And it's a Tiger brand. I don't know what that means. It must have been some kind of blank company. It's a 50-50 cotton polyester and made in Canada. Made in Canada. So we found it in Osaka, Japan. Bringing it some Canadian made. All right. This is a really cool jacket for...
Speaking of Canada.
Speaking of Canada, this old school Wilson baseball jacket. Toronto Blue Jays. You know, this is the Blue Jays logo I grew up with. Old school, old era, you know, beautiful, you know, satin kind of jacket here. Wilson, and I think it's made in USA also. Yeah, made in USA tag here. So I couldn't pass up on that one. And it actually fits. So
yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good size. Let's put that on. feel like an 80s dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some rips.
Some whatever. No big deal. Blue Jays score. Nice. I'm jealous. Yeah, and this was only like $20.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
it was a really good deal.
Yeah.
So I can't complain about that.
We literally didn't we just walked by this store where everybody was going in. I was like, what is going on at the small store that we don't know about?
Yeah.
And we just went in, and it's like, I guess they were having like their scheduled sale. Like it was like 50% off basically everything.
Yeah.
And we just like, okay.
We scored big time. Like I probably wouldn't have paid $40 for this, but $20 was the right price. Like so.
That was everything. Like everything was like, okay, it's like the full price. Probably
was high.
Not,
yeah.
But yeah.
But because everything was on sale.
Yeah. Although it wasn't ridiculous. I think they had good ones.
Yeah. It's almost like a Skajan. So good. Yeah. This satiny feel. This one's a real winner.
Yeah, I really like this one. I just like everything. The color is great.
The washed out, like this crackling of the logo here, so. And
the raglan sleeve, like a bigger, wider rib. Everything about this is like a nice
really
sweatshirt.
Cool vintage. Yeah. And it's like, again, the feel, because these have been washed and worn for decades, like they just got this great feel to it. And it's not something you're going to be able to find, so easily. Yeah. With a new sweatshirt. So like there's just something cool about old sweatshirts. I think in the vintage world, sweatshirts don't get enough as much love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it does nowadays. Champion and all that stuff.
That's true. But I mean in the grand scheme, in our like denim world, it's very denim obviously, but when you start with denim, you start to appreciate more and more in vintage. And so, like, jeans jackets, then there's a lot of workwear stuff, overalls and short coats. Vintage tees, vintage sweatshirts, I feel it's a little bit more appreciated in the streetwear world than it is in, like, the raw denim kind of world. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it crosses over. It is certainly not denim, so that's, maybe that's why you don't see things
maybe.
Like that.
Let me know what you think, guys. This one is a real winner. This vintage IBM sweatshirt.
Made by Lee.
Yeah, Lee made some blanks. So, heavyweight sweatshirt, just black, washed down, colors, obviously been faded a little bit. But this IBM, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So,
when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is space.
This is me all the way. That's cool. They had a vintage Lockheed Martin jacket that I was kind of interested in, but I think they wanted a little bit too much money. Like, I would never wear it, but any kind of like industry, IBM, big tech, but and this one, super winner. Yeah, this McDonald's jacket.
Okay, McDonald's.
Yeah, satin.
And then 1990 McDonald's High School Basketball Championship.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool jacket. It doesn't fit me. It'll fit Risa. And it has a talon zipper, which I think is really cool. Might be hard to see on there, but talon zipper, McDonald's, satin. This is a real winner. Yeah. Yeah, so.
What is this NCHSAA?
This must be a state. I don't know. NCHSAA. Somebody tell us what that means. We're going to figure that out. Wow, that's so cool. McGrale. Yeah, this is a McGrale jacket. And we got the vintage Fire King mugs to go with it. So super, super awesome. Satin jacket stream for the win. So yeah, if you
I'm gonna put this on.
Check out your local thrift shops. You might find some Grail, some gold out there. Szechuan sauce for snack time today. No, we have something really funny for snack time today, I promise you. That McDonald's jacket is ridiculous and awesome. North Carolina High School Athletic Association. All right, there you have it. North Carolina.
Sense, yeah.
North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Everybody's got it. Hero Heritage is in the house. Everybody go check out Hero Heritage's YouTube channel. He's been doing some denim reviews lately. He just did a t-shirt comparison video. So go and check out Hero Heritage here on YouTube. We're growing the community. I like it. I like everyone's coming in. Vance Edwards, that's North Carolina where I live. All right, It's kind of funny. Like I like finding all this stuff.
Yeah.
From like in Japan, like that like finding a Jays jacket. They had a Vancouver Grizzlies T-shirt, and I'm like,
no, I think the like buyer for this, like they go to like America, go to thrift stores and flea markets and stuff. Yeah,
it's funny to find it here. Anyways, it's it just reminds me of I don't know what it reminds me of home, I guess. Matthew Bradwell, oh my God, that IBM crew is a banger. Where are my flying cars? Dude, I wish they had a flying toasters. Remember that screensaver with the flying toasters? That'd be pretty cool. Yao Ming's friend Bezab with the Job Corps where they had a lot. They had like some Domino's pizza uniforms and
they did.
What
else did they?
They had some Burger King uniforms.
Did they?
Yeah, the 90s Burger King logo when they made it like kind of a circle. They kind of modernized the Burger King logo. I like that they brought it back to the old school one. But yeah. Diet Man, can you guys start making polo shirts? It's hard finding good quality polos these days. Yeah, I don't know. You're literally the first person to ask us that. I don't know much about polos. I'll tell you that much. I used to wear in the early 2000s when polos were big. I was wearing a lot of polos.
Yeah, and I think the factory that makes shirts, like woven shirts, probably don't make those. Yeah. I think that these are more like a knit factory things. So, not sure.
Yeah.
Well, if we can find, a good factory, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if people wear polos.
Yeah. Well, you let us know. You guys let us know. You want to see polos, let us know. We'll see what we can do about that. Okay, BD, was waffling on the fence on the brown fox jacket for the sale. Bezad stash in the video sold it to me. Yes. Yes, I'm glad. Those were some fun times, Bezad stash. I have to tell you. I had fun making those videos. I always wonder, I wonder if people are going to think I'm a goofball. I'm like, I can't take this guy seriously.
A little bit.
Maybe a bit, yeah.
But I think it also, I don't know, adds character, definitely.
You definitely don't forget that.
Yeah.
Johnny Crumhorn, BD, my brown fox wear guys are my favorite. Good call. The brown fox is a great fabric. Yeah. I was wearing my True Grits the other day. Similar fabric. Very, very nice with that warm tone on the inside. McDonald's pizza for the return. You know what? There are some American locations of McDonald's that still make pizza.
Yeah.
There's one in Florida close to Disneyland. It's like the biggest McDonald's. And the thing is that they actually make like legit pizza, like fire, like I don't know how legit it is. I've never had it, but like they've got like a wood fire oven, and it's not the same as the Mick pizza.
Is it fast? It has to be fast.
It's probably fast enough. Brand Mac, do you have roller skates on? No, but that would be fun.
I would like to we have a riverside right here. It would be fun.
Get to learn the roller skates. Yeah. Okay, you know what we should do? We should do the preview that I think a lot of people have been waiting for. But before we get to that, you guys know what to do. You guys know what time it is. It is time to hit that like button, everybody. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, now's a great time to do that as well. So hit the like button. We're gonna start showing off the new MIJ.
MIJ 10.
It's the 10th anniversary. It's not really the 10th anniversary. It's just the 10th. MIJ.
Yeah.
We're already at 10. And so let's get it. We've got the jeans there. We've got the jean jacket over here.
Okay, well, let's start with jeans. All right. I don't know if the video is going to do justice, but this is a beautiful fabric.
Yeah, slubby, rinse wash, so it's tempe treated. And the texture here, the hairiness here is next level. And for keen-eyed individuals, I think it might even be hard for keen-eyed individuals.
On the video itself.
Yeah. On the MIJ, it's the 10th. So we wanted to do something special for the 10th edition. And as you guys know, we've been kind of going through our archives a little bit more, and pulling from that. And so for MIJ 10, we went back to Okayama Spirit 1. This is the original Okayama Spirit denim, 16 ounces. But unlike the original Okayama Spirit, this is tempe treated. That was full on unsanforized raw. This unsanforized denim but it is temperature treated to get rid of that shrink. So you get that crazy texture, and you get that rinse wash texture too. So it kind of plumps up the fabric a little bit more, but it's
still pretty starchy. Yeah.
But it's super hairy and it's super slubby. Like you get these. It's really hard to see on this. Anyways, you'll see it when we get the close up photos. But you just get like these knots throughout the fabric here, and so you've got the MIJ 10 Okayama Spirit 1 Revival. Indigo Warp, White Weft. Let's go over the MIJ details. We've got the 100% iron buttons. So these are all custom made for us in Japan with the Japanese Naked and Famous Denim text logo.
These are going to rust over time. Just going to look really nice.
Yeah. I mean, your denim's going to fade. Your hardware is going to fade. Yeah. You got the 100% copper hardware. Peekaboo Selvage ID here on the coin pocket. So you see it on the inside, right? But you also have that little piece hanging out over here. You have the cross stitch on the button, selvage fly, hidden rivets on the inside, and the selvage ID. I really like this. Super narrow. We call it a micro busted out seam. So a busted out seam is when it kind of.
This is how it's.
Yeah. When you have it kind of folded outwards like that, that's called a busted out seam. And so we have a micro selvage busted out seam on these. Very, very beautiful chain stitch, chain stitch hems here on the bottom.
Raised belt loops.
Yeah, raised belt loops. So basically every fancy detail you could put into a pair of jeans, we've got it. Call it fancy sauce. No. Step Brothers. And
the leather patch is a great sheepskin.
Yeah.
It's the brown and the softness is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you've got the maple leaf embroidery here on the back pocket. So that's and another thing, you got the two-tone stitching. So it might be hard for some people to notice, but you get the two-colored stitching here, so you can see that.
Yeah.
So you see it on
lighter yellowish color,
and then the brown
color.
And then you also have it on the belt loops too. So a lot of fun details here on the MIJ 10th edition of the MIJ series. Okayama Spirit 1 coming back, Tempe treated. This is going to be available probably around holiday. I think so, something like that.
Maybe earlier than holiday.
Yeah, so we're planning it for the fall. So Super Guy, Weird Guy, Easy Guy, and then I'm going to put that down here. And then we also have it in the denim jacket as well. So anyway, it's hard to show the denim jacket. I can't put, how many jackets can I put on in one time? That's another video. So anyways, our classic.
You can do it.
I can
It's
do it.
slippery.
Yeah. So a lot of jackets on, but you can see here, for people who want this, we've got the tabs on the back. We don't offer that on our regular Naked and Famous Denim jackets. We've got the side pockets here on the side. They're stealthy, they're hidden, so you don't have that ugly welt pocket here on the side. We have it here on a seam here, so you don't really see it. You've got the inside pockets here. You've got the selvage ID on the side. You've got the stitching, the embroidery here. The same iron hardware. It's good to go. It's a good jacket. Feeling pretty layered up here. This is a real Canadian tuxedo. You've got your Canadian sports team jacket on with the denim jacket with denim. This is the way Canadians should live. All right, there you have it. So that's the MIJ 10 coming out this fall. This is the first look at it. In fact, Brandon hasn't even seen this. I don't even think I told him we received the samples yet.
Maybe not.
So Brandon, if you're watching, here it is. They look great. The samples are good. Samples approved.
Well, yeah, we gotta inspect.
All right. I got a vintage Papermate refillable felt tip with Lockheed on the side. All right, Lockheed Martin pen. There was a YouTuber, LGR, who uncovered a vintage, vintage, I guess, Lockheed Martin screensaver of like airplanes flying by. You should check that out. If you want an old school like 3D rendered screensaver, look up the Lockheed Martin screensaver that LG, I believe it was LGR who uncovered it. Anyways, look it up. Great screensaver. It's the one I'm using currently. Brendan, all right, so close to 8K subs. That's true. We are very close to 8,000
Really?
subs. Yeah, we're just a couple of people away. So if you're in the audience right now, you're not subscribed. The other thing is some people don't know that they're not subscribed because they watch all the videos, so all the videos get recommended, so they think they're subscribed. Double check. Click the button. Click the button. It helps us grow. All right, BD at Johnny. We'll be happy with a light jacket for the warmer seasons too. I suppose you're responding to Johnny somewhere. Okay, anyways, I'll leave it there. It's in the chat if you guys want to know about what's going on there. Okay. With the blue and red, you look like 3D glasses. Some 3D action going on here.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. Okay. Gary Rainey Jr. writes, slubby and robust texture, not unlike the Vegeta jeans. The Vegeta denim came from the same mill as the Okayama Spirit, so it's a very similar realm. I have a pair, and those were unsanfrized. So it's nice to know these are rinsed and tempe treated. Can't wait to get those released. That's right. Yeah, the tempe treatment does certainly make it easy for you.
And you still really not only do you not lose the unsanfrized texture, but I think it emphasizes it.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, the tempe is a very, very nice. It gets the whole problem with a lot of us, we love the look of unsanfrized denim. We really, it's got a very distinct look, but that shrinkage is a little bit.
It's scary.
It's scary.
We try to wash test it and try to just kind of give you an idea of how much it's gonna shrink, but it's. Yeah. It always varies. Yeah. It's not an exact science. So I think tempe treatment, after it's been tempe treated, we measure so you know exactly what you're going to get. Yeah. So
there's still a little bit of shrinkage left here.
Right, exactly. Just like any other raw
pair
jeans.
Of jeans. Yeah. But, I in your raw denim journey, at some point, I feel like you want to go through that unsanfrized process, get the jeans, soak them, sit in a bathtub with them, whatever you want to do, whichever, way you want to do it. You kind of got to do it. It's just one of those things. It's just, you go through all the steps, right? So we will continue to offer unsanfrized denim here and there, but I think, tempe treatments, and I also want to expand the MIJ series. So starting with the 10, you're going to see more from MIJ. It's going to be more than one a season going forward. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So for those people who want that, elevated kind of little bit more hardcore world, we're going to have a lot more to offer you in this realm as well. So stay tuned. Jacob Brush, is there going to be any more horror collabs soon? I would kill for a Shining denim. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah. And the answer to your question is there will be another horror collab. We're in the process of it right now. In fact, we're getting artwork designed. I know I alluded to it a couple of weeks ago that we were doing another one.
And that nobody would guess it.
Nobody would guess it.
Nobody have guessed it.
Yeah, I don't think you will get it. But it's coming, and I'll preview it sooner than later. But maybe later than sooner. I don't know. It'll be I don't think we're going to hit Halloween. But definitely, you know what? Every time we do these things, I'm like, I want to do it Halloween release. It never comes out for Halloween. But
yeah, these things takes time.
Yeah, they take time.
Yeah.
But spring 23 is more likely. Yeah. I was checking up. Okay. Hellish Mutant writes, I was cracking up during Garrett's Tate and Yoko stream about the sale. Someone said it would be faster to just watch Toxic Avenger than to have you explain it. You two are the best. Really? No. I think I explained it in 5 sentences. Yeah, it's pretty good sale. It's pretty easy to understand, I think. But I think he was going through a lot of things that were like specifically that he liked. I didn't see his whole stream yet. I just saw that it existed. Joshua Vasquez. Finally, I'm able to make one of these live streams. What did I miss? Any previews? Well, this right now, you missed the MIJ 10 preview if you just tuned in. So you might want to rewind a little bit on this one. Rewind. I'm aging myself. Yeah, so we did the MIJ 10 preview. We did our vintage finds in Osaka previews. We got these really nifty jackets, Toronto Blue Jays. We got some McDonald's action over here. Somebody said a trio Big Mac. Would you like? I guess you get fries with that in the trio Big Mac.
Would you like to supersize that?
Yeah, supersize that. Do they ask you to supersize anymore?
I've never been asked to do that actually.
Yeah. It's a good phrase, supersize. Yeah. Would you like to supersize? Yes, I would like to supersize that. Can I get a liter of cola? Would you like to dip-size that for a quarter?
I think here people say like, would you like back in the days, I think they definitely asked, do you want it large? Because like the combo is by default a small.
Yeah, and Japanese small is
like small
child size. Yeah, like when you get a small drink in Japan, it's like a little cup. You know, like the little paper cup you get at the water cooler. Yeah. That's it. That's your small.
I remember finding out that America doesn't even have size short in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Starbucks. And I was like, why don't you, like, why would you start at tall?
Yeah. Dude, it's 7-Eleven doesn't have Slurpee here. That's weird for me.
That's a crime. Yeah. I mean, that's just a missed opportunity, I think.
They have you can get like they have actually really good coffee at the pretty much all the convenience store chains. They have like these coffee machines. They do a pretty good coffee and it's like cheap.
Apparently, I learned that like that whole thing started because the coffee companies, they believed in this idea of like having a freshly grinded brewed coffee at a convenience store for a good price. So they invested in building the machines. They were the ones who was like, we're gonna give this to you for free for like first year or whatever. If this is gonna work out for you, I want you to put it in every single store, blah blah blah, and it worked. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how this business works. Yeah. But coffee companies were in trouble because of Starbucks, because of like cheap coffee from McDonald's and stuff like that. So that was a great. The
convenience store coffee is in North America, like McDonald's is a big competitor to Starbucks in the coffee world, but in Japan, the convenience store coffee is a huge competitor to all of them. Because you can get a fresh brewed ground, like, it's this machine, it grinds the beans for you, it drips it right in the cup, and it's like $1.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, it's even sometimes cheaper than canned coffee. Yeah. Which is,
it's pretty incredible. No Slurpees in Japan. 7-Eleven, as far as the eye can see, no Slurpees.
Yeah. Maybe we should be the Slurpee
distributor. Yeah. We should get them in on that. Yeah. Gary Rainey Jr. writes, what's the weight of the MIJ 10 fabric again? 16 ounces. 16 ounces. So a nice, like light heavyweight denim.
It's a hefty denim.
Yeah. Light heavyweight. 15 ounces and like it's.
And to be fair, like it feels a little bit.
Yeah, because like anything over 15, I think is heavyweight, but like it's not like 15 ounces and 20 ounces are different.
Yeah. What do we say on the website?
Like I think I call it heavy, but I like calling it light heavyweight is probably.
Those are like very what I think term? Heavyweight and then like super heavyweight.
Yeah, what term should we use? Yeah, heavyweight and super heavyweight. Yeah, 20 ounces is really super heavyweight, and then yeah.
Yeah, but it feels like a lot, like I don't know, heftier.
Yeah, it feels like sandpaper.
Yeah,
great
texture.
Okay. Yao Ming's friend, no Slurpee in Japan. Alexa, cancel Japan vacation. I wouldn't cancel it over the Slurpees. Yeah.
There's a way more thing. The ice cream selection at convenience stores are pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, I find, there's a lot of like Japan YouTubers and they always talk about convenience store food and convenience store stuff. I'm like, We don't eat a lot of convenience store food really at all.
Oh, I used to though.
Yeah.
When I was working at the office, like, it was my lunch, like, most of the time, because I can't eat out. Maybe I'll eat out, like, once a week with the colleagues and stuff, but convenience store. I knew all of the menus.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can count. It's less than 2 hands that I've had lunch at a convenience store lunch.
Well, because you moved here after you like really grew up.
It's true.
Yeah.
Do you have any Japanese movie recommendations?
Well, I know what your favorite.
Battle Royal. That's my
Japanese movie.
Battle Royal. That's my favorite Japanese movie ever.
What is my favorite Japanese movie?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my box set because I love it so much.
I don't know. What is my favorite Japanese movie? I do like, I mean, it's a cliche, but I grew up with Ghibli movies, so I like those a lot. Probably my favorite would be Totoro. Yeah. Aside from that, the more recent ones, I watched the anime movie that was, what was it? Weathering with You. I think it was pretty big in North America too. It was like the same kind of style as the Your Name. Yeah, that was very good. I cried like 3 times in that movie.
Ichi the Killer. I have Ichi the Killer also. Yeah, Battle Royale. This is my favorite Japanese movie ever. It's one of my favorite movies ever. In fact, I'm a huge fan of this. And not only I'm such a big fan of this. I own Battle Royale. I had it on DVD. I had it on Blu-ray. I had a Blu-ray set. This is a 4K Blu-ray set. I've just anytime they'll release or re-release this movie, I will buy it. Even though I have it in every way, every cut, everything, I own it. I love this movie.
Have you seen the sequel?
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, Battle Royale 2.
I haven't seen that actually.
No, not for me. But the first Battle Royale, fantastic. Definitely worth watching. It's a little terrifying, but
what is that movie?
Yojimbo, I love Yojimbo. Yojimbo's a great movie. Ichi the Killer and Battle Royale. Godzilla Criterion set must be an essential Japanese movie. I have the Godzilla Criterion set as well. Shogun Assassin, I like those. What's his name? Zataochi, the blind swordsman. I like a lot of Japanese movies. There's another one, One Cut of the Dead. Hang on, let me pull this one out for you guys.
Oh. I don't remember this, but there is a movie that I think you're going to like that was based off of manga. I can't remember the name. I can't remember anything about it. It was about like the world's end, and it was very freaky and scary. And I think you would like that. Oh, Dragon Head. Oh. I think you would like it. I haven't seen the movie or the anime, but I've read the mangas. And I think you would like it. It's very like the apocalyptic world.
Ichi the Killer. This director is kind of known for his kind of violent movies. Takeshi Miyake? I don't know how to say it. Miyake? Takeshi Miyake. It does a lot of violent films. I used to be into that kind of stuff, and then, I don't know, I kind of toned down a little bit. But this is an interesting movie. One Cut of the Dead. It's literally a one-cut film. 96 minutes long, no cuts. So if you can find this, interesting zombie movie. Sailor Moon. I'm a fan of Sailor Moon. Criterion, Kings of Cinema. I like Criterion collection. I got quite a collection of Criterions also. Did you manage to get the Arrow RoboCop 4K Blu-ray? I did not. I probably will at some point. They also are doing a Henry Portraits of a Serial Killer 4K that I wanna order. The RoboCop, I have RoboCop on Blu-ray. There's I just want to make sure that it's there's like a director's cut with the extra violent bits. There is a director's cut that a lot of people don't know that exists for RoboCop that has just a few extra scenes or extended scenes of violence. Gotta love the violence. That were cut from the theatrical release, and a lot of releases are the theatrical release. So, anyways, I'm pretty sure Arrow probably has the director's cut, but I haven't looked into it enough to know. Tom Hackett, Japanese post-apocalyptic movies sound so awesome. Japanese zombie movies, keep going. You know, one thing I noticed if not that we go to rental stores here very often, but there are so many like out of this world like weird horror movies here. Like, you know, like I don't know how many people know about Sharknado, right? But like, you know, that was that was kind of a very famous North American one. I mean, they're all North American movies actually, but like Sharknado kind of got some kind of I think more people know about Sharknado, but there's like a million movies here that are like that. We saw a movie poster in Osaka, and it was like, what was it? What was the title called?
African something Nazi.
Yeah, Nazi zombie Africa. Like it was like what? Like it was the movie poster looked crazy, but there's all kinds of just like the 6-headed Jaws, like, you know, weird movies, and they're kind of common. Like these are they're all made by Western production companies, but I'm like, I've never ever seen these anywhere ever. Like, but they all seem to get released in Japan on physical media. So, yeah.
I also find it like Japan as a culture, we like the topic of apocalypse a lot, because we kind of feel that like every time there's an earthquake, we just kind of feel it. Like,
yeah, it's true.
Like it's always like, oh,
is this going to be the one that's going to destroy us? Yeah, right. Yeah, I can imagine that's why. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're probably got that right on the head. Okay. Jacob Brush writes, I'm a fan of the Iron Snail, and I'm wondering if there are any updates on this line of jackets. I know Bayzet has been mentoring him. I think the samples should be ready soon. That's all I know. I gotta check with Brandon and see what's going on with that. There's just been a lot of backups. And all the small projects kind of got sidetracked a little bit because of production delays, and so yeah, we're doing a lot of catch up right now. I definitely talked about it in some previous streams. Basically, a lot of shipping delays caused a lot of production delays. When you don't have the fabric in time, then you have all this kind of you're trying to fill up your production. You don't want your factory to not be working. So you know, the production schedules kind of got messed up, and then you know, especially when it comes to like spring production or fall production, you know, as those fabrics kind of became delayed, you have to put other things into production to fill their space. But as soon as that comes in, you got to move everything else out of the way, because like if you're like replenishing your core, and you know that could be moved on later, because you have, you know, delivery windows that you need to deliver certain product by. So if your delivery window has already been shifted and you got like 3 weeks to deliver, everything that, you know, that can be moved gets moved, and so you have to put, you know, priority on the stuff that needs to be delivered soonest. So a lot of stuff's just been moving around lately, and we'll probably be like really caught up by the summertime. But yeah, that's kind of what's been delaying us with some of the side projects. Bokujan, what's your favorite Japanese fashion brand? Naked Famous Denim, MIJ. I like Capital a lot.
Capital's great.
Capital's probably the brand I have the most stuff from. That isn't Naked and Famous. Yeah.
I like Toga.
Toga shoes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like their clothes.
Yeah.
Just that shoes is better money spent, I feel.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's your answer, Bokujan. Joshua Vasquez, have you ever heard of a game series called No More Heroes? I have a couple of their games. I think I have a PS3 game. I might have a Wii game. I have a lot of games. I don't remember what I have. I think you would like the main character. He loves to reference Japanese directors and movies. Yeah, I definitely had it for PS3. I probably didn't play it very much, but I know that it's kind of a bloody game. That's all I know about that. How often do you have to explain the production delays outside of the live stream? It feels like you have to explain it pretty often.
I think our whole retail partners. Is that what we call them?
They're understanding.
They're they're not usually they don't just buy us. They have other brands that they carry. So they're aware of when there's a massive problem that's going on in the world. They are aware of what's happening. And we usually if we have to have a production delay because of shipping delays and all of that, everybody else is experiencing that.
Yeah.
So that's not really a problem per se.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If we're having the problem, everyone else is definitely having that problem. And I was having a call the other day with a department store, and one of their first questions was how's COVID affecting you guys right now? And I said it's it's not really a huge problem for us. Every week it seems like one person is kind of out for a week or two. They might have tested positive and they just were stay home, whatever, that kind of stuff. So there's kind of right now there's it's just I think oh yeah, we're hearing it in our business the exact same thing. We're hearing it from everybody. It's not really slowing us down too much, but it's just something that we're dealing with. I think a lot of people are dealing with wherever you're working right now. I'm sure everyone's kind of dealing with this. There's one or two people are out of the office at any given time, or wherever you are. So, it seems to me in the last 2 years, especially any problem anyone has, everyone has it. So everyone's just kind of rolling with it. Diet Man, will we see another black elephant denim this year? Not this year, but maybe down the line we'll have another a black elephant denim.
Diet Man, huh?
Diet Man. What BD writes, what's a product you were pleasantly surprised by after release? What were you shocked to see got huge attention? Pleasantly surprised, the Jason denim, that sold out really fast.
We kind of expected that though, because
right. Well, I expected it to sell out. I don't know if I expected it to sell out that quick. The one that was the most shocking was the knives.
Oh yeah,
the knives. The first time we sold those knives, I think we made 200. The first batch
the
blue one. Yeah, and I forget a handful of the other ones, and I figured 200 would last us a while, maybe a couple months.
Yeah.
Or I figured maybe we'd sell 40 or 50 on the first day, and then a couple a day trickling out for the next couple of months. But no, we sold 200 of them in 2 hours.
Yeah, it was very quick.
Yeah, and I'm it was crazy. No, another thing, it was kind of, when COVID hit, everything got shut down, factories got shut down, and everyone was asking for masks. So we had our sewers from home making, the ones who had sewing machines and stuff. So they were making masks, and we were selling a lot of masks. We were pretty much selling them for factoring everything in. We were selling them for close to cost. We weren't trying to make money. I didn't want to. I didn't want to exploit the situation. That's why we didn't put any logos on them. I didn't want
well, we were making them for nurses and stuff like that, and then we're we have all this extra fabric that that are too small to make any clothes. Yeah. Production out of.
We wanted to keep our factory workers working.
Right.
So by the time we were selling for like $15 or something like that. And like, it seems like a lot of money, but like for the fabric and for like, you know, we had somebody like going to their homes and collecting them and dropping off the fabric, and like, trust me, like with all the time that was spent doing that, like there was like no profit in those things at all. But like we were just selling them because people needed them and like wanted them, and the patterns, whatever. We were just, it was mostly busy work. Those sold like a lot. I guess right at the start of the pandemic, nobody had masks. Like, so everyone needed them.
We did have a lot of fun fabrics that are like very, you know, Naked and Famous shirty.
That's true. Yeah. So those sold pretty well for a while, and then everyone got their masks, and since then it's just kind of been whatever. But that was another one. Like, I remember at the very, very, very start of the pandemic, I saw brands make, like, before, like, lockdowns or anything, we're talking, like, January 2020, February 2020, and, like, I would see brands making, like, branded masks, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I thought it was weird. Like, I'm like, you know, branded masks were weird. Like, don't put your logo. I'm like, if we need this stuff and whatever, it's just, like, it felt weird to put a logo on it. Right? Like,
yeah, but it was also like, you know, like everybody needs masks. Yeah. And, you know, like it's like you want, you know, if you buy from a certain brand because you like that brand. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. You know, it's fine. But I think our decision not to put the logo was, you know, the one that we believed in. Yeah. It's just like, it's not, you know, obviously, like we're never really that, like we don't have you know, stitched pockets. Like we don't really like that anyways. Yeah. We don't have a graphic tees or anything
I just felt like I didn't want to profit off a situation, right? Like, this is a situation that, like, you know, it's not a good situation, and I don't want to, like, you know, sponsored by Naked and Famous. Like, I wasn't really...
Yeah, no, I think where we came from was that, but it's just because you have a logo doesn't mean that you just, you know, like you need a mask. You have to buy it from somewhere, right? So,
yeah. Okay. Anthony Doan writes, your demographic profile crosses over with heritage wear and EDC guys. LOL. I don't think it's surprising that the knife sold out. No, I'm aware of our crossover, like, for sure, but that, like...
That knife was also, like, not, like...
Well, it was, like, $50, I think.
Yeah, it was a good price, but, like, it's not a tech, you know, knife.
Yeah. I just never expected to sell... Because we never sold a knife before, so I didn't know what to expect, right? So selling
it was a good
that many knives that fast... And then, like, the amount of people who couldn't get it. Like, people were like, oh, man, like, you sold out so fast. When are you going to get them again? When are you going to get them again? I'm like, whoa, like, okay, well, we're going to work on that right now. So, sold, that was the most surprising one. Shay Langley writes, I think in response to the, Friday the 13th jacket. After the site came back, all the Friday the 13th jackets were sold. Oh, yeah, we had a technical difficulty when we were releasing that one as well, so...
Sorry about that.
That was it came out just I don't know, like 30 minutes late a little bit on the website.
Yeah, that was also because we didn't release it at that time before. You know, our regular release time was 11 o'clock. Yeah. No, that was Friday.
That was Friday. Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, that was a midnight release.
Yeah. Confused. Yeah, there was like a few minutes of delay there too because of that.
Yeah. How about some double black groovy guys? I need some. Coming soon. It's in the production pipeline. So hopefully by the summer. Matthew Bradwell. Speaking of putting logos on things, banner jacket. Yes. So the banner jacket was one of those situations, like right before the pandemic, we're getting ready to release them, at least do a pre-order on them. Right now I'm just waiting for a production space opening so I can put those in. But yeah, that's just one of those side projects that just get back burner. Eventually it'll come. BD, any cool souvenirs picked up from Super Mario World, Super Nintendo World? Yeah, we got this. a giant star that lights up. So it lights up, and then you put it on.
Yeah, it's hard to see in the light.
Anyways, you can see, and then it also has a flash mode, so that's kind of neat. There you go. Yeah, and then
And then this is not.
It's not just a star. It also contains popcorn. So yeah, this was like $40.
Yeah, it's a ripoff.
It's a ripoff, but it's a kind of a cool.
But they actually made it nice because I mean, obviously you need a strap when you're carrying it around because you don't want to carry this. But they design it in a way that you can take off the strap
and just have it as
and then flattens out, so you can just have it like on a table.
Nightlight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is pretty neat.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's cute.
Yeah. Okay. I've been asking about them banner jackets. Logistic mess up on the banner jacket. I want the Japanese girl banner jacket coming. I promise you guys. We will make it happen. Any hints on the SS23 Aloha shirts? Not yet. You're well ahead of us. Have you guys considered making selvage shorts? We currently make selvage shorts in everything. So any fit that you want, any jean that you want, any fabric that you want, just request the inseam, right? So
be a short inseam, but
we do hemming for free. You just need to hem your jeans high enough, and they will become shorts.
And you get the extra fabric.
Yeah. So
yeah, you're not gonna lose out on anything.
Yeah. So there you have it. We will turn any jeans into shorts. Jacob Brush, night bus over Shinkansen is common recommendation, but I honestly don't agree, especially if you have a long flight. Someone's asking
how to get to Osaka from Tokyo, maybe?
Yeah.
Perhaps?
We flew
because we have a lot of miles.
Yeah.
But yes, the Shinkansen is the most, I think, convenient and comfortable way to travel to Osaka because, I mean, with airplanes you have to like check in and do all that and but the night bus, I think I've taken one once.
There are luxury night buses. There's the night
buses are very cheap, first of all. So if you spend a little bit extra, you get on a nicer one. If you spend a lot extra, you get on a really nice.
Yeah, you get like a bed basically.
Yeah. So basically, like you can replace the hotel by just traveling in that time, but because it takes about 6 hours or something like that.
It's like going Montreal to Toronto on the Greyhound.
Exactly.
Yeah. That bus I've taken quite a few times.
Yeah.
I used to take that bus a lot.
Not so fancy.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of felt like I was watching the Home Shopping Network, and you were selling the Star. Hello, and if you order right now. Dawson, I sagged a big Demon Slayer popcorn bucket from USJ, a total ripoff, and I waited in line for 2 hours for it, but I'd do it again. On our trip
for popcorn for the ride?
Demon Slayer popcorn bucket. I guess there was a special edition bucket. Yeah, Japan and lines. They do love their lines. I have to say that during this trip, we had we didn't have to wait very long at all for any ride, so it was we got to ride a lot.
It was a Friday also.
Yeah,
and we don't do Easter in Japan, so it was a regular day.
Jacob Brush, I'm always curious about your guys' denim collection. I'm guessing you guys have a lot of jeans, but how much is Naked Famous? What is your favorite fit? I'd say, look, I've been in the denim industry for, I don't know, a long time now. I have a lot of jeans. I have a lot of Diesel jeans from my days at Diesel. A lot of Diesel denim. So much. I don't think it's not the most, but I have a lot, and it's all like in my mom. It's at my mom's place in the storage room, and like suitcases full. When I worked at Diesel, they gave us a lot of clothing. We had like a clothing allowance for our wardrobe, and it wouldn't be uncommon for me to have 5 or 6 pairs of Diesels each season. And then they would have sales contests. So it's sell however many pairs, you get a free pair. And then I would just dominate that contest and get 20 pairs out of it. And literally I have there's got to be like 80 or 100 pairs of diesel jeans. Like there's a lot.
In maybe 5 to 7 years, it would be like vintage, and you can probably sell them for a lot of money.
I own hundreds of pairs of jeans. Not like jeans, Swiss jeans freak. He's the king. Mm-hmm. He's got tens of thousands of pairs. But my collection's like everywhere. My collection's in the office in Montreal. It's in my mom's house. I've got actually not that many pairs here. I don't know.
I mean,
of like personal pairs, there's probably like a dozen.
Here, probably a little bit more.
Yeah. But... did you, Gary Rain Jr. Did you did the diesel jeans and flip flops look? Didn't you, BZ? No. I didn't do that one.
Well, you live in Canada, so
I didn't do diesel jeans and flip flops. I did. I wore a lot of John Varvatos Converse sneakers. I liked those a lot back in my diesel days. I had a bunch of diesel boots and sneakers. Anyways, it was part of the job. I wore diesel. Is there a particular denim you think makes for a more ideal short? I'm thinking of my Kasuri stretch would be a great short, but my Huntsman not so much. Yeah, I would say like the lighter blues are probably a little bit better. Chambray would be good. Like a Mr. Poopy Butthole would make a great denim short. So I think lighter blues. Or really dark blue. Like I think the warm tone stuff probably not as much, just because I feel warm tone sometimes is a little bit more
like a
fall-y color. Yeah, depends on how like the type of warm that it is. But yeah, like a classic dark indigo, like a left-hand twill denim in a short is probably fine.
Yeah.
Although, like if you want to save yourself some money, get the unbranded 14-ounce denim and turn that into a short. Because like $88, like it's a better way to do that, I think. Brendan R, what are your tips to be good at sales? Good tips to be good at sales. Be on your customer. Be attentive to your customer. Be absolutely honest with your customer. One thing I learned the most from selling jeans on the sales floor was if you don't get your customer the best thing for them at that moment, they're not coming back. Right? When your customer is fitted properly for a pair of jeans, you know it and they know it, then they trust you. Right? You have to develop that trust. And so the next time they need something, they're coming back to you. And they know that you're not just trying to sell them. Don't try to oversell anyone anything. Like, I've seen salespeople do it, and, they've got big sales here and there, but to be fair, sometimes they're pretty consistent at doing that to a lot of people. But I always felt that my best consistency came from ensuring that I have a great trust with the customer. They know that I'm not just trying to sell them something, that they're coming for a need to be filled, and I'm going to provide that for them. And you also have to you have to evaluate what your customers' needs are, because sometimes they're going to come in, they don't even know, like they might come in for a pair of jeans, but you know them enough that you can suggest things to them that they're going to like. So you have to, and that's a time thing, and that's something that you'll establish the more you know that customer. So being able to do that, because it's not just trying to sell them more stuff. It's being like, hey, I think you're gonna like this, or this is gonna go really well with that other thing that you got, and it actually does go really well with that other thing that they got. So, when they go home and they're like, oh yeah, the jeans I bought from you last time, oh, this jacket really actually goes well with these, and they're like, that guy knows what he's doing. So, give yourself time. Also, like, you're not gonna be a good salesperson right away. You're just not. Watch the guys who are good. Try to get tips from them if you can. Sometimes some salespeople are like, get the hell away from me, kid. But the ones that will take you under their wing and show you the ropes, try to pay attention to them. I remember I had one of the lady who hired me, Davina, I never forget her, Davina Parkinson, very, very kind lady. I didn't have I had no fashion retail experience. She hired me. I had sales experience, and she showed me the ropes, and she was very tough, very tough. And I remember one thing that she taught me that was so invaluable was when I was working in suits. We had a shirt wall. I mean, the shirt wall, we had maybe 200 different shirts on there, different brands, different price points, different colors, everything, different patterns. And we had 2 tables of ties, and literally thousands of ties. And she's like, for every shirt, you need to know like 3 ties that go with it. Because if anytime you show a customer a shirt, you need to show them a tie, and you need to show them a tie right away without you like looking through the table, a tie that's going to go with that. And if they don't like that, then you have 2 other options for them right away. And by being able to do that, when customers come for a shirt, you know, they're coming for a suit, I'm like, okay, I know the suit, I know the shirt that goes with the suit, and I know the tie that goes with this shirt that goes with this suit, and you just have to know it. You have to practice it. You can't just sit there and you know, figure it out on the fly. You have to know it in advance. So you have to know all your inventory, and it really developed like a trust with the customer. So like I translated what I learned there into denim, into selling jeans, into selling, you know, hoodies and t-shirts and all that. Everything that went with jeans, you have to know what goes with it, what fits with the customer, you know, how these fabrics are going to react for, you know, the types of things customers are going to do. So, yeah, practice your craft. All right, long rant. What do you suggest, Risa? What are some good sales tips? Be a good salesperson.
I don't know. I'm not a good salesperson, but I think it's important to be kind of like I don't know. It may come back to like what you said. It's just like it's not the volume that you need right away. It's just like that the fact that like, yeah, you might not find anything right now today doesn't mean that you can't help them. Like it's just like the you know, the things that you kind of like if you give them a good service, and if they get that vibe from you, then they'll be like, oh, you know what, like maybe that person can help me, or maybe that store can help me. Like it's just like I think it's important to kind of like show what you can do, and maybe the result's not like the sale closing, like, you know how like good salespeople is like always be closing. And I don't know if that's necessarily true in
our industry.
Yeah.
I think being in the fashion industry, there's a lot of flaky people. So I think the fact that like you do what you say proves a lot in our world. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more questions, and we got a fun snack time for you guys. Okay. Todd Hackett, what did you sell outside the retail fashion industry? I used to sell hi-fi, electronics, speakers, TVs. Chinos, how necessary and crucial are sketching skills if you want to work in the design and product development aspect of fashion?
I think nowadays it's not. As long as you can, you know, this is something that like a designer that I worked with was saying on a podcast one time. It's true. Like as long as you can communicate what you want to make to the people who you're like, you know, telling the story to, then that's fine, because, you know, you don't, as a designer, you're not like making a pattern. That's pattern maker's job. And, you know, a lot of the times you can just be like, this is what I want to make, whether that's like like a drawn thing, or if that's like a you know, like a illustrator like things, tech packs, or, you know, like it could be just examples, and like these are things that I want to make. As long as you can communicate to
it could just be photos,
a person who can do it, then that's really not necessary these days.
This is a good one. Luis Mendoza, is there a sewing machine you would recommend for mending jeans? That's Singer.
If you are looking for like a home, like tabletop sewing machine, that the Singer's heavy duty.
Yeah, Singer heavy duty. It's like under $200, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a 150, 170, something like that. And it's actually the product number, style number changes. So I don't know what's the current one, but it's like a gray body with like a red accent, and they actually do a good job. Like I hem my own jeans and stuff like that. It's no problem. We can go through a thick layer.
Yeah. Okay. The Spectre. I've been to the NYC store 5 times. Your staff remembered me, my purchases, and where I went on vacation. Yeah, that's the kind of environment we want, and clearly we have. That welcoming environment, like it's like buying jeans from your suit guy. We remember, we know what you want. That's what I like. Venomous Teddy, hello everyone. Nice jacket, Risa. Well, hello, Venomous Teddy. Okay, we got snack time today. We got something really funny.
What?
Huh?
I'm not sure what we're doing. It's a surprise to me too.
No, it's the funny title.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is it looks like a potato chip, but the title is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Is it?
Yeah. See, it's supposed to be Peace Pea, but I kept reading it as PCP, and I'm like, why would you make a thing that's called PCP, made by the good people at Frito-Lay? And I'm not sure.
It's a chickpea
chips.
Snacks, yeah.
Okay, so they're not potato chips. They're made of chickpeas.
No. It's a sour cream and onion flavor.
All right. I guess that's why they call it PCP. Peace Pea. PCP, everybody. PCP from the good people at Frito-Lay. It's a chickpea chip, sour cream and onion. That's what it looks like. Those must taste absolutely euphoric.
We'll see.
PCP.
Actually good.
I mean, all I taste is sour cream and onion. It's just it's a crunchy delivery system for sour cream and onion. That's it.
It's very good. It's like
I thought those were Munchos for a sec. They remind me of Munchos.
What are Munchos again?
They're like a cheap version of a.
Oh.
Yeah. It's definitely.
They're supposed to be potatoes, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a. It feels a little different from potato snacks.
It's kind of like a rice cracker.
Yeah.
In a way. I like that you still have all the jackets on. Are you not hot yet? No, I'm doing good.
It's really cool today.
I got a lot of layers.
Yeah. You got the
MIJ10. I got the Toronto Blue Jays jacket. I got the kimono jacket. I got my t-shirt. So, enough layers. I'm good. All right. There you have it, everybody. PCP from the good makers at Frito-Lay. A chickpea flavored chip, sour cream and onion flavor. Would I buy that again?
It's fine. It's
fine.
Just not like
if a sour cream and onion potato chip was next to it, I'd get the potato chip. I have no reason to buy this over a potato chip.
It's supposed to be better for you, I think.
There's no
it's
way.
Like more protein because it's a chickpea.
I see.
Instead of potatoes.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna get my protein from. Anyways,
fiber.
Yeah, I don't think that this product is gonna be on the market for more than another month. I think that this was one of those test products. In Japan, sometimes there's products that are on the shelf for like a month and you'll never see them again.
Also, like people who are buying these kind of snacks, they don't, they know that it's not like a health.
Yeah. Right.
That's not the point. You just want a snack. So, I don't know.
Yeah. The Moore writes, have you started wearing your natural siege slabs for the invitational yet? I actually haven't. But Risa is wearing hers.
I started my natural indigo,
Aerofit.
natural indigo selvage in Aerofit.
Yeah.
It's Still working out pretty well. I like it so far.
Yeah, we gotta post our fit pics on the Instagram, so we'll get that up soon. Okay, BD, thanks for the stream. Have a great rest of your anniversary weekend. Thank you so much. Hit like, shop a sale, hug someone you love. Thank you, BD. Great producer.
Yeah.
Thank you, producer man. So we're gonna leave it there. So we're gonna leave it there. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on a Saturday evening version of the live stream. We will be back again Friday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, our usual time, Saturday morning for us, for the next live stream. We've got the mainline selvage coming out next Friday. We didn't talk about that in this stream, but we did talk about it last time. Anyways, we'll have a video this week covering that, so you'll see more of our lovely faces soon enough. Peace to all the more rights, and that is a very true statement. Peace to everybody. Have a great weekend. Be nice to somebody. Give somebody a hug. Do good. Call your mom.
Eat some nice snacks.
Eat some nice snacks. All right, and we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much, everybody, and we will see you guys again real soon. Bye.